this is all the world cares about in track and field is the Olympics. This is important. I had all that pressure I put on myself.
2012 Olympic gold medalist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dina Porterfield, President of Roberts Wesleyan University. We are proud of our graduates and the work and service they do after Roberts. Here's another example in our Red Hawks Athletic Alumni Profile.
For me, it was all sports. Like, I wanted to play sports 24/7.
She is undoubtedly the most accomplished athlete to come out of Roberts Wesleyan. Jenn Stuczynski Suhr competed in 3 Olympiads, winning a silver medal and a gold medal in the pole vault.
I would say the gold medal was definitely something that, you know, between Rick and I working together, that was something that nothing can trump that.
Her journey to Olympic champion is quite a story. From her home in Fredonia, New York, she came to Roberts in 1999 on a recruiting trip to play basketball.
I felt at home, and I think that's what made me come. Is it wasn't, you know, promise you the rose garden, literally. It was more, I felt family. I felt like I belonged. And that was important. And when I left, I was like, that's it, I'm going there, that's the place.
At Roberts, she was a psychology major. At first, her focus wasn't on track and field, it was on basketball.
You just get this camaraderie with everyone, and you rely on each other, and you go through the whole season just as friends. You become best friends. I dabbled with track, I did other events, but it was basically to stay in shape for basketball. That's just why I was here. I liked that I could do track, and that was important to me, that I could do both. But, you know, just for my teammates, it was basketball.
Some years, she competed in indoor track and basketball in the same season. Jenn scored 1,848 points, grabbed 738 rebounds, had 381 assists and 387 steals, all school records at the time of her graduation. Jenn didn't start pole vaulting until after her final season of basketball in 2004. She had some track and field eligibility left, so she returned to start her master's after graduation and competed in a variety of events and still holds 6 Roberts records, including the indoor and outdoor high jump and, of course, pole vault.
They kind of were like, hey, maybe you should try pole vault. Maybe this is something that you should try. And I was like, no, I'm good. And so Rick talked to me and he's like, look, I'm going to be running the vault here, and I think that you need to try it. And it was very scary at first. It was one of those things that I was like, okay, this is just a lot more intense than I thought. This is something that maybe I don't think I can do. But it honestly was just step by step. And I competed with the other girls, there were other pole vaulters, and I competed with them at the first meet. And I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. Like, you know, I enjoyed it. And then I took it from there where I got pretty serious about it.
New to the event, but showing promise, Coach Rick Suhr convinced her to pursue pole vaulting full-time in 2006.
And it was funny, Rick and I just decided, like, you know, together, we think, you know, we could do it. He believed in me and I believed in what he said, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go back for my master's. And I tell my parents that. They go with the flow. You know, they're just like, wow, this maybe is a phase that she's gonna get over. Maybe it's like dyeing her hair purple, you know, maybe something that she's gonna grow out of. But they were pretty supportive of it. It's happened fast. So in 2005 was when I did my master's and did 1 year of that. And then after that, 2006, I got a contract. And then it took off from there. And 4 years later, I was in Beijing Olympics.
Roberts Wesleyan's own Jenn Suhr.
The incredible rise to world-class athlete made headlines in Buffalo, near her childhood home, and in Rochester, her new home. And in 2008, she competed in the Olympics in Beijing, winning the silver medal.
It was pretty significant having just started it. And now at the time when I was doing it, I didn't realize it. Looking back, I'm like, wow, how does that happen that you decide in college you're gonna pole vault and then 4 years later be in the Olympics and win a silver?
Just like that, Jenn went from a small-town homebody to setting world records and traveling the globe.
Traveling was hard. I didn't like being away. I wanted to be home. It was funny because my French teacher from high school sent me a note, and I don't even remember saying this, but I guess in French class I said, "Why do I need to learn another language? I'm never going to leave the US." That is exactly what I said, and she sent me the quote, and I was like, wow, little did I know I'd spend 2 months living in France, but it's funny, where life takes you and where you think you're going to go and where you end up.
In 2012, she went to London and this time won Olympic gold.
It happened so fast that you're just standing there trying to soak it in, and next thing you know, it's over. And they're raising the flag, and I was like, wow, it's over. Like, that was a fast national anthem. And same thing with my victory lap. When you win, you do a victory lap. And I don't even remember, touching the ground. You're just in this euphoria where your mind isn't even present. It's kind of a surreal feeling.
She was given a hero's welcome on her return to Rochester from London. Jenn also made the 2016 Olympics in Brazil, but an illness kept her off the podium. Jenn retired from competition last summer and remains the world record holder in the indoor pole vault. She married Rick in 2010, and today they live only minutes from the Roberts Wesleyan campus.
The humility, the gratefulness, things like that I was taught at Roberts. I learned that from the coaches here, and I learned that, don't just drop the basketball on the ground, go give it to the ref. It's lessons like that that you learn by your coaches and learn through your teammates.
Excellent, good job.
It was that feeling of family that I got here, and I think when you feel safe and you feel like something's home, then you're able to perform better.
This athletic alumni profile was made possible courtesy of a special friend of the Red Hawks.